Hi, good morning. Good morning, Rory. How are you? Um, I hope everyone is doing okay. I know a lot of people I've been talking to lately have been sort of low energy lately. So if you're feeling that way, I think that's just sort of the energy that's around right now. Maybe today we'll try to get our energy up a little bit. Unless if you really would rather have a more slow, relaxing class, then let me know. Otherwise, yeah, maybe we'll try to do more heart opening and back bending type stuff. Nothing too intense though. Don't worry. And if you, as I said last week, the same goes this week and actually every week. But if you have any requests for certain poses that you really enjoy, or just a certain type of energy or part of the body that you want to focus on, then let me know in the chat. Or if you're not watching it live, then let me know in the comments for next week. We'll just get started the same way anyway, and if anyone has a comment, then I'll check back later. I would say looks like Spooky is joining us again today. But yeah, also in the chat, I'd love to know how you guys are all doing, how you're feeling, physically, emotionally, spiritually. So let's come to a comfortable seated position and just take a moment to just rock from side to side, back and forth until you are feeling really centered on the mat and like your weight is equally balanced. If this is not a comfortable position for you, then maybe try propping yourself up a little bit with a pillow or a blanket or something. But just try to be as balanced as you can and straight back. And draw your belly in, engage the pelvic floor, shoulders back and down, neck long. And just start to bring your attention to your breath. Just start by noticing where you feel your breath in your body. And then just notice the quality of your breath, whether your breaths are long or short, deep or shallow. Don't try to change anything. We're just observing the breath and kind of connecting to our breath. Hey, that's not nice. Okay. I don't know what is up with him. I just fed him. Maybe he just wants attention. Hey. Sorry for this trash in here. So we're focusing on our breath. And then I always recommend using the Ujjayi yogic breath, breathing with sound through your mouth, through your nose. And so let's just practice that breath for a moment. So imagine that you are fogging up a mirror in front of you to wipe it off. So just open your mouth and make that sound as if you're fogging up a mirror. You can pretend your hand is a mirror. And then notice how your throat feels when you do that. And keep that same feeling in your throat, the slight constriction. But now inhale and make that same sound. And now keeping that same feeling in your throat, close your lips and inhale and exhale through your nose. So that's the ocean breath, because the sound that it makes is reminiscent of ocean waves. And it's a really calming breath, and it also it slows down your breath and really brings your awareness to it, and just makes the integration of your breath and movement a lot easier. It's a lot easier to note, especially notice your exhalations as you are sending the breath into your body to release tension. So I'll get more into that later, but for now, just practicing that breath. Good, and now we're going to move with the breath, inhaling the arms up, exhaling, floating the arms back down, and inhaling up, staying with that Ujjayi ocean breath. And we're going to think of our inhalations as being lengthening. So we're extending and lengthening with the inhalations. Think of an upward motion. And with the exhalations, we're releasing and softening and thinking of a downward motion. So that's what we're literally doing with our arms right now. Inhaling up, lengthening. And exhaling, floating, gently floating the hands back down. And again, inhale, lengthen, reach towards the ceiling, and exhale, release and soften. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release your hands to your knees this time. And then inhale. Bring your chest forward, chin up, lengthening your neck. And exhale, look down, round your spine. Keep grabbing onto your knees so that you can really get a nice stretch through your spine and shoulders. Inhale, open the chest, slight back bend here as well. And exhale, look towards your feet, draw the belly in, draw the pelvic floor in. Inhale, and exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale, the left arm up. Exhale, looking over your shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. And just take a breath here. Just lengthening slightly within each inhalation and twisting slightly with each exhalation. And I mean very slightly, just a micro movement. Just really getting into your abdominal area and your spine. Don't push yourself too hard though. You don't want to hurt your back. Just very gently. Good. Gently inhale back to center and notice how your spine feels. Inhale and exhale, right hand to left knee. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Inhale and exhale. Inhale And back to center. So in yoga, we really try to move the spine in every direction that it will go. So that's twisting, extension, flexion, opening the spine, rounding the spine, back bends, because that is how, in the yogic practice, that's how they found that you can maintain the healthiest back and and just feel, have a young back through your entire life. And as well, the twists are really good for your organs and your digestion. So that's why we do a lot of that. You're gonna have to move. Good. So let's come on to our hands and knees now. I know you want to sit there, but I'm sorry. You have to sit somewhere else now. So coming onto our hands and knees. So your wrists are shoulder width apart. Make sure your fingers are spread wide. Knees hip distance apart. Toes tucked under. Inhale, open your chest, drop your lower back. So actually you're tilting the pelvis forward and tailbone is going up. Just notice how that feels in your lower back. And exhale, push the floor away from you, drop your head, round your spine. Inhale, open the chest, drop the belly, and exhale, draw your belly in, round the spine. So we're doing lots of little movements at the same time, just becoming aware of all the different parts of our body working together with the breath. Inhale and exhale. And this breath body awareness really does so much for your health. It can just help you kind of notice when something is off, for one thing, and notice tightness more. Notice your alignment. And it can be very grounding if you're feeling a lot of stress or anxiety, to just come back into your body and notice what's going on there. So there's a reason this practice has been around for such a long time. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale back to neutral. Bring your right leg back as you exhale. Inhale, left arm forward, and inhale, right leg up, and hold here, and just notice your back. And keep your hips square to the floor, engaging your core. Toes pointing down so you engage your leg. And then exhale, grab your ankle. Inhale, kick back. Just notice how it feels opening your shoulder here. Trying to keep your balance. And exhale. Inhale, reach, and exhale, bring your elbow to your knee. Let's do a little crunch there. Inhale, back out. Exhale, one more time. Really draw your belly in. And inhale, back down. Exhale, left leg back. Inhale, right arm out. Left leg up, toes pointing down. Holding here, finding your balance. Finding your alignment, supporting with your core. And keep your neck long. Breathing. Good. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, grab your left foot. Inhale, kick back. Feel your shoulder open. Exhale. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach out. And exhale, knee to elbow. Good, and then just coming back into neutral. Keep your hips up and just walk your hands forward. Bring your chest towards the mat. And either forehead towards the mat or chin towards the mat. But just notice you don't want to overextend your shoulders. Just a nice back stretch here. And keep breathing. Good. Bring your hands back onto the mat. Exhale, straighten your legs, downward dog. And so your feet are about hip distance apart here. Pedaling your heels towards the mat. Your hands should be steady, so really spreading your fingers wide, pressing your knuckles into the mat, and pressing your upper body back and your rib cage towards your legs, if possible. But notice your shoulders here. Don't go past any point of overextension in your shoulders. Draw the belly in. Just really lengthening with each exhalation. And bend your knees deeply, look forward, and just step to the front of your mat. Inhale, exhale. Drop your head and just grab onto your elbows. Hanging here for a moment, just adding a little extra weight to your upper body, decompressing the spine. And slowly inhale, come all the way up. And reach up. Exhale. Hands to heart. Good. And before we get into the sun salutations, to get our heart rate up, get a little warmth in our body, let's just reach up, clasp your hands together, reach towards the ceiling. Feel the length all along the front of your body and the side of your body. Inhale, lengthen one more time. And exhale, reach to one side, look in the opposite direction. It's really opening our side rib cage here, supporting with the core. Inhale, lengthen, exhale back to center. Change the clasp of your hands so your dominant thumb is underneath. Inhale, reach, and exhale. And to the opposite side. Inhale, lengthen, exhale. And inhale, lengthen, exhale. Good, coming back to center, gently float your hands down. Place them over your knees. Sit back, draw the belly in. And just drawing circles with your knees and hips. Keep breathing. Good, and exhale. Drop your head. You can again grab your elbows. You don't need to touch the floor. If you're not touching the floor, I don't want you to bounce towards the floor, like trying to touch it. Just place your hands either in front of your legs or grab on behind like this, or just grab your elbows. We use the breath in yoga to get deeper into the poses rather than kind of trying to bounce our way into them or force our way into them. So it's more about releasing than striving to do something. More about letting it happen, not forcing it to happen. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. And reach up. Exhale. And that idea of releasing, just letting what is already there come through, it kind of goes with the whole idea of the clear blue sky in meditation as well. So it all kind of incorporates together in yoga. If you know what I'm talking about, I guess I'm assuming you've meditated before. If you've not, then there's this idea of there just being a clear blue sky that's always in your head. It can be clouded over a lot of the time, so you can't see the clear blue sky, but it's always there. So it's not about like looking for the blue sky that's missing. It's about letting the clouds go, and so the blue sky emerges. And so similarly in yoga, if we're trying to deepen a pose or experience a pose a little more, or we feel like we're not flexible enough or something, just think of the flexibility being inside of you somewhere. And you're creating the tension in your body with your mind. And so the idea is just to let your mind release, so the tension releases as well. And that's how you get a little deeper into the poses and flexibility. So hopefully that makes some sense. And then while we're standing here, let's just, if you have a strap nearby or a belt or a scarf, just kind of do some free movement here, getting into your body, doing what feels good. Without too much structure, just noticing any kinks in your body or places that you don't normally feel. And keep breathing. Good. And then, so hopefully you feel your shoulders feel a little more open now. Anyway, and hopefully your hips as well. And just come to the front of your mat. And find your mountain pose. So you can either have your big toes touching or your feet hip distance apart. But what we're really focusing on right now is the alignment of our body. So I like to engage my feet by kind of spreading my toes and then bringing that energy up and just kind of imagining the energy coming up through my body and then noticing each place in my body to check the alignment. So again, feet engaged, toes spread wide, knees soft, pelvic floor engaged, drawing up and in, and lower belly drawing up and in. I talk about the bandhas sometimes. These two bandhas are like contain a lot of energy, so we need to engage them, which will support the rest of our body. Chest open, tailbone long, spine long, shoulders away from the ears, chin parallel to the floor. And the pelvis is tilted into, it's just in a neutral position. So for most people, that means slightly forward. But it depends on your body type. You could have a body type where your pelvis is normally too forward, sort of like this. So then you would just want to make it come back. So just kind of think of lengthening and drawing energy into your center. And inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. So staying long in our upper body here, hinging at your hips. Bring your hands onto the shins, look forward, long upper body. And exhale, bend your knees, bring your ribcage towards the knees, hands towards the floor, drop your head. Inhale one more time, straighten. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, and step back, plank pose. And you can do a modified plank as well. Either way, drawing the belly in, pushing your heels away from you to engage your legs. And if you want to just move back and forth, feel free to do that. Sometimes it helps to hold a pose longer if you're not completely still in that pose. Engaging the shoulders as well. Inhale, exhale, drop your knees, elbows in, come all the way down. Drop your forehead. Clasp your hands behind you, shoulder blades together. Inhale, bring your head up. And exhale, back down. Inhale, head up, and this time try to lift your feet off the floor as well. And exhale, release, hands next to your chest. Tuck your toes. Come onto your knees. And back into downward dog. And if you ever get tired, as an alternative to downward dog, you can rest in child's pose. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And bend your knees. Step to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Again, you can bend your knees. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale. Hands to heart. Inhale, we're going to move with the breath now. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, plant your hands. Step back plank. Holding. Drawing the belly in. Again, feel free to move back and forth on your toes. And exhale. Knees come all the way down. And this time, bring your head down to lengthen the back of your neck, bend your knees, see if you can reach back and grab your ankles. And inhale, bow pose. And you can rock back and forth actually to kind of massage your digestive organs. Try to really kick your feet away from you as much as you can. And exhale. Tuck the toes. And press back to downward dog. Inhale, exhale, lengthen the upper body. Shoulders away from the ears, belly in. Inhale. And exhale. And bend your knees. Step forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back plank. Okay, this time instead of coming all the way down, option to go into chaturanga. So let's start with a modified chaturanga. So exhale, knees down. Inhale, bring your elbows in really close to your rib cage. And exhale, come down and hover here. So not all the way down to the floor. And then inhale, cobra. Good. And then exhale. Tuck your toes under. Again, come down, hover. And press back into downward dog. And breathe. Take a couple breaths here. And inhale your right leg up. Step it through. Drop the left knee. And breathe into your left hip flexor. Staying with your breath or coming back to it. And exhale, bring your hips back. Inhale, lengthen your upper body. Exhale, fold over your knee. Breathe into your hamstring. Letting that tension release. So we're not pushing, we're releasing and softening. Inhale, come forward, straighten. Step back, plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. So remember, just hovering here if possible. Inhale, cobra. Sorry, I have I'm noticing a little kink in my lower back when I do that. So if you, if that transition from chaturanga into cobra is uncomfortable in your lower back at all, then instead of going straight into that, come down to the mat and then just come up into a baby cobra. Make sure you're engaging your legs. And then back into downward dog. Take a breath here. And inhale, the left leg up, step it through, and drop the right knee. Breathe into your hip flexor. Inhale, exhale, come back, fold. Inhale, come forward, step back, plank. And how about we do a little core work here? If you don't want to, you can just rest in child's pose or downward dog, or practice your chaturanga. But otherwise, inhale your right leg up, exhale, right knee to left elbow, inhale back, exhale, inhale your left leg up, exhale, come forward, inhale, and exhale. And just one more time on each side. Inhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, cobra, exhale, downward dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Good. And then your knees, step forward. Inhale, exhale, fold. And inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. And sun salutation B. Inhale, exhale, sit back, chair. Inhale, lengthening your upper body. So you're sitting as deeply as you can. Make sure you can see your toes. So that just means that your knees are behind your toes for alignment. So you're sitting as back as far as you can. At the same time, reaching as high as you can. So it's opposing movements here. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, hands to your heart and twist. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, step back, plank. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Good, and inhale your right leg up. Step it through. Turn your left toes towards the left corner of your mat and come up warrior one. So hips are pointing forward towards the front of your mat, but your left heel is down. And you can, depending on how your heel is, you can either put the weight on the inside, inner edge or outer edge of your left foot. Good, inhale, straighten the right leg. Straighten your arms. And exhale, reach way forward over your right toe. And inhale, open up into triangle pose. And breathe. So you can place your hand anywhere on your leg here. The main purpose of this pose is to open your upper body, as well as getting a little bit of stretch through your leg, but it's not how far down your hand can go. So focus more on opening your upper body than the position of your right hand here. Good, inhale, come up. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, step back, plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. And inhale, cobra. And in cobra, make sure that your shoulders are away from your ears. Your chest is forward, your neck is long. And exhale, downward dog. Exhale, lengthening the upper body. And inhale, step your left foot through. Right heel down, toes pointing towards the right corner of the mat. Warrior one. Holding here, bend your left knee as deeply as possible, but you want to keep your weight kind of back so that so you don't want your knee to be coming forward, like really far forward over your ankle like this, especially if you have any knee problems. So think of kind of pushing back and up. But at the same time, see again, it's counter movement. So at the same time, bending as deeply into that front knee as you can. Good, inhale, straighten your legs, reach your arms out to the sides. Exhale, reach way forward, and inhale, triangle pose. So again, really think of opening your upper body, bringing your shoulders back. You can even think of like almost doing a back bend here, like really far back, but watch your lower back. Good, reach forward. Inhale, come up, exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Step back, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, chaturanga. And downward dog. Breathing. Good, and bend your knees. Step through. Look ahead of you, flat back, exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Exhale, chair, inhale. Again, remember bending deeply, drawing the belly in, but at the same time extending your upper body, lengthening. And inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. And inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. And yeah, especially if we're sitting in chairs all day, looking at screens, we really need to just bring the awareness into the length of our upper body sometimes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, arms out to the sides and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, plank. Inhale, exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Good, and inhale your right leg up. Step it through. This time turn your left leg out at a 90-degree angle, so towards the side of the mat. And find your warrior two. So now your hips are facing the side of the mat, not the front. But the same idea to lengthen your upper body, but bend your leading leg deeply. Gazing over your right fingertips. Drawing the pelvic floor in, drawing the lower belly in. Just building up energy in the center of your body. Good. Inhale, float your arms up. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale and exhale, extended side angle. And inhale, left hand down, right hand up, twisting, opening to the right side. And from here, come onto the outer edge of your left foot. And we're in a side plank now. You can keep your foot here if you need to. Just engage the core. Or you can bring it a little farther back. Or maybe come into a full side plank. So stacking your feet. Or you can just have one foot in front of the other. That's almost the same. Strong core. And exhale, reach forward. Come back into plank. Chaturanga. Cobra. By now hopefully your spine is feeling a lot more mobile. Exhale. Downward dog. And same thing on the other side. So inhale your left leg up, step it through, warrior two. Bending deeply here, but still keeping the long upward energy in your upper body. Drawing your bandhas in. And inhale, float the arms up, exhale, reverse. And exhale. extended side angle. And inhale, warrior two, exhale, revolved. What is this? It's a revolved, I don't know, I'm at a loss for words here. It's a twist. Inhale and exhale, rotating onto the outer edge of your right leg and finding your side plank. Try not to let your hips sag down. So really using your core here. And inhale, exhale, reach. Plank, chaturanga, cobra, chaturanga, and downward dog. And bend your knees, step forward, last chair. Really draw your belly in. Sink a little deeper. Keep drawing that energy in as you extend your arms up. And inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back, hands to your waist, and slowly, with control, come all the way up and reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, and from here, so we're done with sun salutations. Hopefully feeling warmer now. Spine hopefully is feeling a little more fluid, flexible. So if your feet were not already hip distance apart, step them that width apart. Bring your hands onto your waist. Inhale, open the upper body. Exhale, draw the belly in. Come down with a flat back. If you are able to hook your index and middle finger around your big toes, then do that. Otherwise, hands behind your legs. So just something because we're about to pull our body towards our legs at this point. So exhale, fold. So it's actually, it feels like you're pulling towards your legs, but what you really want to try to do is pull your head towards your feet. So keeping that length. Drawing the belly in. And breathing into your hamstrings and hips. Just letting your upper body release a little bit more with each exhalation. Letting your neck be long. And actually, let's release the hands. And I just want you to place your hands on the back of your neck and kind of pull the skin on the back of your neck up towards your head. So kind of giving yourself a little bit of a massage here, but also pulling your head down, lengthening your neck. And keep breathing. Good, and then go ahead, release. Notice how your neck feels now. And slowly plant your feet into the mat and come up with control. Head coming up last. And reach up, exhale, hands to your heart. Good, and just working on balance a little bit in tree pose. So again, find your mountain pose as we did near the beginning of the class. Make sure you're balanced. By that I mean your weight is equally balanced between your left and right side and from back to front. Drawing the pelvic floor up, lower belly in and up, using that pranic energy. And shift your weight onto one foot and find your tree pose. So your knee will come out to the side first because we're opening our hips here as well. You can just stay here using your toe for balance, or you can place your foot anywhere on your leg except for the knee area. Or if you're a little more advanced, or just have lotus pose, you can do lotus pose in tree. And arms come up, if possible. Good, and gently release. And shift your weight onto the other side and find your tree. You can also use your other arm to help you balance. Good, and gently release. And shake it out if that was putting a lot of strain on your ankles. Good, and then step into kind of a wider pose here, and we're just going to kind of move back and forth a little bit first. Just keeping that energy up a little bit. Good, and then bending your knees and opening your knees out to the side as much as you can to keep the hips open. Still drawing your belly in, engaging your pelvic floor. This is a nice strong pose. Also kind of opening your entire body here. Good, and then just bring your hands onto your legs, twisting a little bit. Let's see. Maybe twisting this way too. And whenever you twist like this, make sure that you lengthen as you inhale and then exhale as you twist. So inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Good, coming back to this position. Your legs should be burning now. And slowly straighten. And flip your feet so your toes are pointing forward. Grab your waist. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Plant your hands right in line with your feet. Come on your fingertips, lengthen, and exhale, fold. And you can use a block here as well. You have one handy. See if you can get your head somewhere where it's resting on a surface, whether that's a block, it can even be this way, or if you can, go all the way down just have your head resting on something if possible. And then from here, maybe if you can reach back, clasp your hands, and just bring your shoulder blades together and let your hands drop towards the floor. Wow, you really want attention, don't you? Ew, your breath is stinky. Good. And inhale, lengthen, and you're going to be in the way again, Spooky. Plant your hands in front of you and heel-toe your feet towards each other till they're a little farther than hip distance apart. And sit down and squat. Good, and then come all the way down onto your seat. Oh, bring the soles of your feet together. Open them up like a book so your knees come towards the mat. Inhale, lengthen your upper body, draw your belly in. And exhale. Fold and drop your head towards your feet or again towards a block. And use your elbows to push your knees down and exhale into your hips and thighs. Releasing a little more into the pose with each exhalation. So again, try to avoid bouncing your head down towards your feet. Instead, use your breath. Good, and inhale, slowly come up. And bring your feet wide apart. You can place your hands behind you and kind of push yourself forward a little bit to help open up into the pose and keep your back straight. And then exhale, fold forward. And again, block could come in handy because you do want to try to rest your head on something if possible. Breathing into your inner thighs. And slowly come up. And place your forearm next to your leg, palm facing up. Inhale. Exhale, reach towards your toe. Feel that deep stretch through your side. And around to the other side. Good. And then just draw your left foot into your right thigh. Inhale, lengthen. And if you want to use a strap here, that can be very useful. Just, put the strap around your foot. Inhale, lengthen your upper body, and exhale, pull yourself towards your foot. So again, thinking more of your head coming towards your foot than your head coming down towards your knee. But you can drop your head and just so that you're not straining your neck. And keep breathing. Good. Inhale, look up. And switch to the other side. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. So you want to try to, even though you're pulling yourself towards your foot, try to relax your shoulders. Staying with Ujjayi breath. Good. Flip it. And place the strap to the side. And just come onto your knees for a moment, because I just want to do one more heart opener here. So camel pose. Place your hands on your waist. Thumbs are kind of supporting your lower back here. Inhale, open your chest. Really bring your hips forward. And exhale, just drop the head back. Coming into a slight back bend, or if you want to take it a little deeper, you can just tilt your body back, reach towards your feet, and then press your knees into the mat to try to bring your hips forward. Good, and then gently come up and just drop your head into child's pose. Keep breathing. Good. And coming back onto your seat. Tilt your weight back, lift your feet, and stay here just for a moment in boat pose. Supporting with your core. And slowly come onto your back. Keep your shoulders and legs up for a moment though, just to get a little more core work. And release. Draw your knees into your chest. Just rock back and forth, giving your back a little massage. And drop both knees over to one side. Look in the opposite direction. And inhale. And exhale, other side. And inhale, back to center. And drop your feet down a little wider than hip distance apart now, about mat width apart. And bring your heels in towards your hips and reach towards your heels with your hands if possible. Inhale, exhale, tilt your pelvis forward to lengthen your lower back. And inhale, raise your hips. And bridge pose. Another heart opener. And if you are practiced in back bending and you'd like to go into wheel, we're going to come back down now. You can either repeat the bridge pose or full wheel, but only if I don't want you looking at the screen to learn wheel while you're trying to do it. If you wanted to watch me do it and then, sit up and watch me do it, pause, and then come back, that's fine, especially if you're not watching this live. But don't try to do it at the same time, like if you don't know how. the same time you're watching me, because you could hurt yourself. So again, if you would like to go back into bridge, feel free. Otherwise, wheel pose, placing your hands under your shoulders, elbows pointing up, and pressing through your feet and through your hands. Just come onto the top of your head. Engage your shoulders. Bring your shoulder blades together. And then push up. And try to keep your feet pointing forward. Good. And then if you're in wheel, first come back down onto the top of your head. And then all the way down. And then from wherever you are, just draw your knees to your chest. Good. And then if you have a block, grab it. Bring your hips up. And then bring your hips back to rest on the block and just stay here. Or if you would like to go into plow or a modified shoulder stand, then feel free to do that. So modified shoulder stand would be like this. And plow, just dropping your feet behind you. But if your back is very stiff, then you don't want to try to force your way into plow, especially if it's in your upper back area. And I know one time I did that several years ago, and I had a few months of just having kind of a strain in my upper back, which wasn't really painful, but it's just kind of annoying. So anyway, take caution in these poses. Good, and then slowly coming out of that. Bring your legs all the way down, palms facing down, right next to your hips. Come up onto your elbows. And actually, I find it a little more comfortable to bring my palms facing my body here. Open your chest and drop your head onto the floor. Point your toes, fish pose. Look towards the tip of your nose. And gently release out of that. Inhale, reach your arms over your head, point your toes, full body stretch. Keep inhaling as much as you can. Hold your breath. So this is one time in the practice we're holding our breath, because we're just going to try to tense every muscle for a moment. Squeeze your eyes shut, really reaching. And relax, exhale through your mouth. Release each out your breath now. Come back into a regular breathing pattern. Let your feet fall out to the sides. If you use any props in your Shavasana, go ahead and gather them now and get set up. I haven't demonstrated this Shavasana with props in a while, but it's really nice, especially if we're continuing with the theme of chest openers, to just place a block on your back here and let your head fall back. Or if you have a second block, you could support your head with that. And you can just rest in Shavasana like this. It's a nice chest opener. Shoulder opener. And close your eyes. And feel heavy on the mat. And this is the end of the vinyasa portion of the class. I know I went a little over an hour today. I'm sorry about that. So if you need to run, I would just recommend staying in Shavasana for maybe a minute, and then you could end the class there. I'm going to do a guided relaxation for anyone that can stay, followed by a breathing exercise and a short gratitude meditation. So if you're still with me, just feeling heavy on the mat, feel as if you're melting. And we're just going to bring our focus to each part of our body just for a moment, noticing any remaining tension and letting it relax. So relax your toes. Relax your feet. Relax your ankles. Relax your lower legs. Relax your knees. Relax your upper legs. Relax your hips. Relax your belly. Relax your chest. Relax your throat. Relax your shoulders. Relax your upper arms. Relax your elbows. Relax your lower arms. Relax your wrists. Relax your hands. Relax your fingers. Relax your tailbone. Relax your lower back. Relax your middle back. Relax your upper back. Relax your shoulders. Relax your neck. Relax your jaw. Relax your mouth. Relax your tongue. Relax your eyes. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your forehead. Relax your entire body. And just imagine a wave of warm, clear light flowing over your body from your head all the way to your feet. And then all the way to the back of your head. And relax your mind, letting go of any thinking or planning, letting yourself just be in this moment. And slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes, your hands and feet, bringing your awareness back into the space around you. And whenever you're ready, reach your arms over your head and bend one knee and then the other. And gently make your way over onto one side, using your arms to support your head. And slowly come back into a comfortable seated position. And we're going to move on to pranayama. So resting your left hand on your left knee, we're going to use these two fingers to control our left nostril, thumb to control our right nostril. Just take a couple of deep breaths. And we'll close the left nostril, inhale through the right. And close. Exhale left. And close. Inhale 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 right. And close. Exhale left. And close. And now inhale left. Close. Exhale right, so we've switched sides. And close. Inhale left. And close. Exhale right. And close. Inhale left. Close. Exhale right. Close. Inhale left. Close. Exhale right. Close. Inhale left. Close and exhale right. And release your hand down. Take a couple more deep breaths. And just notice if your nasal passages or sinuses feel more open now. If you just kind of feel your head feels a little more balanced, I guess. Good. And then find a comfortable position. Close your eyes. And I invite you to just think of 3 things that you're especially grateful for in your life right now. It could be anything big or small. can be just something like, that you are able to move your body, that you're able to think clearly, that you're healthy, your relatives are healthy, just gratitude for loved ones, gratitude for a sunny day. Just 3 things or more if you would like. And then just notice your emotion when you think of those 3 things. You don't really have to name the emotion, but notice any sensations that emotion brings into your body. And just sit with that sensation for a moment. And then I invite you to imagine that sensation as actually having a form of light. Just clear light that has come from your gratitude, filling up every corner of your body. And then maybe extending beyond your body into the room around you. And then imagine maybe it extends even farther into your building. If there are any other people in your building, then it envelops them. And maybe out into the streets and throughout your whole neighborhood, maybe your whole town or city. And then you can let that go. Just let your mind be free. And slowly open your eyes. And thank you so much for joining me, especially if you're able to stick around for the entire thing. You have my gratitude for that. And maybe just think about set an intention for the rest of your day. And if you can incorporate any benefits from this practice into your day, I invite you to share that with anyone around you or anyone you might communicate with today. I don't mean like literally telling them about the class. I mean just sharing any positive feelings, or either in your body or in your soul. And Pete joined us today. I guess he's gone now, but that's nice. Hi, Pete. If you watch this again. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day and weekend. Namaste.